What is the advantage of using an application software package rather than developing a software program from scratch? What types of application software packages could you use in your organization? What are some of the elements of managing the implementation of a new information system? Which ones do you think are the most important?
The different types of application software are used by individual users and business enterprises as well, and they have many benefits of doing so. This includes word processing software, database software, multimedia software, editing software, and many other different kinds as well. All these software are either provided individually, or they are packaged together and sold by business-to-business sellers. When a whole variety of them are integrated collectively and sold to a business, they can take up the form of enterprise software, educational software, simulation software, information worker software, etc. R02 advantages. When you begin to compare, you will find that the pros outweigh the cons very easily. With that in mind, here are some of their most popular and widely accepted benefits. Note that in this scenario, we are speaking of application software that is designed for a specific purpose, to be used either by individuals or by businesses. Their single biggest advantage is that it meets the exact needs of the user. Since it is designed specifically with one purpose in mind, the user knows that he has to use one specific software to accomplish his task. The threat of viruses invading custom-made applications is very small, since any business that incorporates it can restrict access and can come up with means to protect their network as well. Licensed application software gets regular updates from the developer for security reasons. Additionally, the developer also regularly sends personnel to correct any problems that may arise from time to time. Sorry about that. Disadvantages. As is the case with all such matters, there are certain disadvantages of such software as well. Though these are not spoken about very often, nor are they highlighted, the fact is that they do exist and affect certain users. But people have accepted these misgivings and still continue to use such software because their utility and importance is much more profound than their weaknesses. Developing application software designed to meet specific purposes can prove to be quite costly for developers. This can affect their budget and their revenue flow, especially if too much time is spent developing a software that is not generally acceptable. Some software that are designed specifically for a certain business may not be compatible with other general software. This is something that can prove to be a major stumbling block for many corporations. Developing them is something that takes a lot of time because it needs constant communication between the developer and the customer. This delays the entire production process, which can prove to be harmful in some cases. Application software that is used commonly by many people and then shared online carries a very real threat of infection by a computer virus or other malicious programs. So whether you are buying them off the shelf, or whether you are hiring a developer to build specific software for you, all of these points will seem pertinent to you. Many individuals and businesses have regularly found the need and the requirement for such software, and the fact remains that any computing device will be utterly useless without such software running on it. Planning a project plan begins with a vision. This vision should be clearly defined and publicly stated. Strong leadership with a clearly stated vision that is embraced by the organization will provide a powerful source of internal motivation, enabling members of the organization to support each other.